Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the show. And welcome to a Saturday stream where for some reason I'm having an issue with my VTubing software here. Hold on a second. Holy crap. I did not see that in pre-flights. I apologize, Cat. Good God. Unprofessional AF out here on a Saturday. But welcome to a Saturday stream. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time it is, whatever day it is. I hope the weekend is treating you well, and thanks for coming to join me again for some more Project Wingman here on Bezos TV, where today we will be getting into the Frontline-59 DLC campaign, which is a little bit shorter than the actual game. Well, it's a lot a bit shorter than the actual game. The actual game's like 20 missions, and Frontline-59 is only like 6 missions. So we're gonna be getting into the Frontline-59 DLC today, where we will play as the baddies, and we'll see if the conflict looks any different from the other side. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. Of course, I'm always glad to see you guys, always glad to have you turn out for a Saturday stream. And man, let me tell you, it's been a little bit of a week. It has been a week. And so here's the thing. Here's the thing, chat. And I listen, you know me. I'm gonna address all of your shit, your hype train shit here at the beginning of the stream. But first of all, some of you noticed already, I did give you guys some new emotes. A couple that I thought were appropriate, you know, for all of the talk that we do about, you know, this being the cult of bad tactical decisions. I felt like I hadn't provided any robes for you guys yet. So as you can clearly see, you guys have now got proper cultist robes to wear in the chat. And of course, yeah, Ven has listen, I know that the animation on that emote is not great, but I did it all myself, all right? And I'm not very good at static image animation, so you get what you get. It's symbolic, okay? Yeah. Listen, I can't help that I'm not good at photo editing, especially where it pertains to animation, but I figured I'd give you something. The scuff makes it better. Listen, there was no scuff. Listen, I don't even know what you guys are talking about. I have never, ever made a mistake in this entire, like, the whole time that I have ever been streaming. I have never made a mistake. I am, in fact, Chat, we're not going to talk about how I just bit my tongue. We're not going to talk about it. Don't mention it. That didn't happen. Anyway, chat. Yes, you've got some new emotes, and that's in addition to the new stuff that was out there already, like the donkey emote and all that. So, hopefully you guys are enjoying the new emotes again. I'm trying to fill up all those emote slots, because we got a bunch of emote slots now. I told you guys before, we are dangerously close. We are dangerously close to making partner. And as a result of that, you guys, and I say you guys because it's all you, like I didn't do any of this shit. You guys did this. But because of all the support and, you know, the turnouts for the streams and everything, like, we have unlocked a bunch of emote slots, and that's been my issue, is like, I have been having trouble coming up with ideas for emotes to keep giving you guys. So, like, I kind of just, as soon as I have an idea, I just immediately, I'm like, you know what, let's do an emote for that. So, I'm trying to fill up those slots, but man, it's tough, because there's a lot, like, I haven't even used up half the slots that they've given me, and I just, like, I'm all out of ideas. I am all out of ideas. But we'll get there. We'll get there, chat. And I promise, I'm not an artist, and I don't think I'm ever gonna be an artist. But one of these days, I'm gonna try and get some professional emotes done. But we'll see about that. We will see about that. In the meantime, chat, listen. I know not everybody in the audience is from the United States. But I gotta talk about this because it's been getting pretty bad lately. Right now in the United States, we're in the middle of tax season. And what that means is, well, for those of you that don't know, obviously the jokes online about the US tax system where, you have to pay taxes on all of your income and the government knows how much you're supposed to pay, but they don't tell you and they make you do all the math. And so, if you get it wrong, then you get in trouble and either get fined or end up going to jail. So, that's the US tax law in a nutshell. Is the government knows how much you should pay, but you have to figure it out on your own. And you get punished if you get it wrong. So, with tax season in full swing here in the United States, technically we don't have to turn in our taxes. Like we don't have to have our taxes filed until pretty much the end of April. But of course, the United States has, well, let's just say a less than upstanding industry where it pertains to tax prep. There is essentially a cottage industry that pops up every year in this country for about 4 months where the scummiest companies imaginable all just suddenly appear out of nowhere and just start spamming you constantly about doing your taxes because that, like, listen, they want your money, and that's what it's all about, is like they want you to give them money to do your taxes. And I'm gonna be honest, as a person who has done their own taxes their entire adult life, I have learned a couple of things about the Infernal Revenue Service. Number one, doing your taxes is not as much of a pain in the ass as a lot of people think it is, as long as you have the mind for it. Now, people like me that have been in analytics and data entry and that kind of stuff, where like data is my bread and butter, to me, doing my taxes is not a big deal. Like, it doesn't bother me. It's just a matter of plugging the right information into the right boxes and knowing where to find it. To me, that's not that difficult. So like, it doesn't bother me. But I know a lot of people hate taxes and don't even want to bother with it. With that being said, there's the other pretty common thing that we talk about how everybody in this country hates the IRS. I don't particularly, well, I mean, I do kind of hate the IRS now, but I have a theory about that. And my theory is that the reason that most older folks say that they hate the IRS is because they've had to deal with the IRS at some point over the course of their lives. Like when you're young and you don't make that much money, like you're basically getting almost all of your tax return back. And like, you know, your taxes aren't hard. You get like one W-2, you just fill in a couple of boxes, turn in your return, you get a bunch of money back from the IRS, and it's like, yeah, okay, doing your taxes is easy. Well, my theory is there's going to come a point in everyone's life where they either make a mistake on their taxes or they finally start to understand how the tax system works. And, you know, that like whether you buy your first car or you buy your first house or you have to like, you know, you got a bunch of medical bills or whatever it is, like there's going to be something where you will have to deal with the IRS directly. And that is the moment where you and everyone else is going to hate the IRS. Because if you have ever had to deal with the IRS, you know, there is no greater there is no greater example of the overwrought and labyrinthine bureaucracy in this country as dealing with the IRS. If you have ever had to deal with the IRS before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It is a Minotaur's maze of fucking bureaucracy. And unfortunately, the IRS themselves don't do anything to help you. In fact, I would say probably intentionally, they make it they make it obtuse on purpose. They make it opaque on purpose. Like, they don't want to help you and they don't want you to figure it out. And if you have, again, to Ven's point, if you have ever dealt with the IRS, you never want to do it again. So I'll share with you the reason that I hate the IRS. Many years ago, I worked for a company where we worked a lot of overtime. And when I say a lot of overtime, I mean every fucking day. Every single day was a 10-hour day, and we worked most weekends as well. So the thing is, if you don't know how taxation works in the United States, we have tax brackets. Essentially, you get taxed a certain percentage of your income based on how much you make. And the more money you make, the more you're supposed to get taxed. Now, I could go into the long and expansive list of ways that that the rich in this country avoid paying their taxes, because there's a whole host of ways that they can completely dodge their tax burden completely. But I'm not going to go into that because that's not the point of this story. The point is, the higher your income, the more that the IRS says that you are supposed to pay. Now, I didn't realize it when I started working for this company, but we were working so much overtime that it pushed me up 2 tax brackets. Like, I went up 2 brackets because of how much overtime I was working at this company. I made more in overtime than I did in regular hours. Now, you're probably thinking, hey, well, that's good. You got paid time and a half for all that, and I did. However, this is the part that apparently not only I did not consider, but apparently the people that were in the payroll department at that company also didn't consider. Because the problem is, when you sign what we call a W-2 form, the whoever handles the finances at that company is supposed to do withholdings from your income based on how much they expect you to make in a year. Now, they base that number on the assumption that you're going to be working a 40-hour week, especially if you're hourly. Like, if you're salaried, it's a little bit different because you don't get overtime. Like, salaried positions, you get paid the same amount no matter what. But if you're an hourly employee, they didn't exactly. See, Elijah kind of already knows where I'm going with this. The problem is, when they figured my tax burden and they did my tax withholdings, they did it based on the assumption that I was going to be working a 40-hour week, but we didn't. Salaried can get overtime, but you and I both know that in general, companies don't put you on salary so they can give you overtime. They put you on salary so they don't have to give you overtime. Usually the expectation when a company puts you on a salaried income is because you're already making a bunch of money in overtime and they don't want to pay you that money. So they'd rather just give you a salary to give you a little bit of a bonus so that you take it and then they don't have to worry about overtime. But essentially what has happened is at this job, because they didn't do my tax withholdings properly, when I got to the end of the year, I found out that I owed the IRS like $1,500 because there was all this money that I should have been paying in because of my overtime wages, and the company just hadn't been withholding that, and I didn't even realize it was a thing. And so I ended up with this massive tax burden. And I know a lot of you are going to hear $1,500 to the IRS and you're going to laugh and like, oh yeah, I have to pay like $50 bajillion to the IRS every year. But understand that at the time, at this point in my life, I didn't own a house. I barely owned a car. Like, I had nothing. I owned nothing. Like, I had no assets. There should have been no reason that I was paying some massive amount of money into the IRS, and I didn't even make that much money at the job. Like, at the end of the day, yeah, I was in a new tax bracket, but I was raising my niece and nephew at the time, and so, like, I didn't have extra money. Like, that overtime was the only thing keeping me afloat. And so, like, I didn't have $1,500, and it became this whole thing where I had to talk to the IRS, and we had to work out a payment plan, and I had to figure, like, and it was, listen, I'm not gonna go into all the specifics of what I had to deal with the IRS, but the short version of that story, well, the shorter version of that story is, when you have to deal with the IRS, that's what makes you hate the IRS. So that is my theory, at least. Anyway, chat. Anyway. So yeah, tax season is here in the United States, and I'm not looking forward to doing my taxes this year. But the reason that I was complaining about it is because I used TurboTax once upon a time, like for my tax stuff, and I still do from time to time. But the thing is, they have been spamming me, and I do mean spam. Like, they are hitting me 3 or 4 times a day with emails like, hey, your taxes are ready. Hey, come do your taxes. Hey, we're giving you this special deal if you come do your taxes right now. Come do your taxes. Please give us your money. Like, man, they are just desperate. Like, I have met horny dudes in bars that were less desperate than TurboTax right now. Like, these, if I had met them on the street, I would think they were psychotic. Like, they are just blowing up my fucking email about this bullshit. And I'm just like, guys, I know it's fucking tax season. I know I need to pay my taxes. I'm kind of dealing with some other shit financially right now that I need to worry about. I'll get to my taxes when I get to it. I've still got 2 fucking months to get this shit done. Like, and I'm probably going to end up having to pay in anyway because I didn't, like, yeah, I had a job for like 3 months, but most of last year, I spent unemployed. So I'm pretty sure any income that I had, I'm gonna have to pay in on. So, like, yeah, I know I need to do my taxes. I know this is a thing, and it's just it's insanely frustrating. Like, even now, right before the stream started, I just got another look. I'm gonna go to my email right now on my phone, chat, and it's where is it? Hold on. I'm in the wrong inbox. I apologize, chat. Let's see. Attention. Your 2024 tax status is available. That was at 10:30 this morning, chat. So that was like right before I started prepping for the stream. And again, at 5:09 this morning, at 5 o'clock in the morning, TurboTax, reminder, don't fall behind on your taxes. Motherfuckers are sending me emails at all hours. At 5 a.m., they sent me an email to remind me to do my taxes. And I'm just like, TurboTax, chill, guys. It's fine. And here's the worst part. Never mind. I'm not gonna go down that road. I'm not gonna. I had to think about it for a second. Again, we don't do politics on this channel. I'm not gonna go down that road. But suffice it to say, I'm not terribly fond of the IRS. I'm not terribly fond of tax season, and I'm especially not terribly fond of TurboTax right now. And I can't even unsubscribe from their emails because there's only one mailing list, right? So, like, I need them to email me when my tax documents are available. But if I unsubscribe from their email, then they won't send me those updates anymore. So in order to get the updates that I want, I have to get all this other bullshit too. it's just... Anyway. The IRS sucks. Taxes suck. Now that we're almost an hour into the stream, now that I've wasted a bunch of your time, chat, we've spent 30 minutes just sitting here jawing at the beginning of the stream. But once, say, we get out of the office and get onto the tarmac, where we can potentially get started on the Frontline-59 campaign and see if we are indeed gonna be the baddies, chat. So here we are, back in Project Wingman. Once again, I have talked you into the night, as I always seem to do when I have the game running. She said she refuses it. Listen, BLM. You clearly don't know me very well. Don't waste our time, John. That's what makes this fun. I mean, if you say so, King Bot. Like, I still find that odd that people actually want to sit here and listen to me ramble for an hour. Like, that's just... It just feels weird. I don't know any other way to describe it. It just feels weird that people, like, enjoy sitting here and just listening to me talk. But, I mean, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. At any rate, chat, here we are, back in Project Wingman, ready to get started, ready to get wheels up. This time, instead of, you know, doing this as Sicario Squadron, we're gonna be playing the Frontline-59 campaign as K9 Squadron, on the Federation side, which, so my understanding is the Frontline-59 missions take place starting at roughly the middle of the main campaign. And it's a very short campaign, relatively speaking, but it gives you a little bit of perspective from the other side of the conflict. Erst says, this is a radio show with visuals. I mean, I guess that's fair. There's a lot of people who don't actually watch the stream because they're doing other stuff and they're just listening, so, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. 100% of the point of watching a VTuber is because you like listening to them talk. Well, again, that still feels weird to me. Like, I don't think I've ever been in a position where people were like, yes, talk more. Like, I usually get the opposite. People are like, no, talk less. Shut up. Then again, I think that's part of what makes me enjoy streaming, is that I can just sit here and nerd out for 45 minutes about dumb bullshit, and not only are you guys here for it, but you actually enjoy engaging in the conversation, and that's like, if I want to sit here and talk about anime for 45 minutes, you guys are 100% on board with that. If I want to sit here and wax poetic about the nature of the games industry for an hour and a half, like, you guys are here for that. So, like, it's weird to me that I can just, like, go off about a thing and you guys not only enjoy it but want me to do it more. So, like, I don't, like I said, it's usually, I usually get the opposite reaction from people. Anyway, chat, let's say we actually get started. Again, it's been almost an hour, so instead of just sitting here jawing for a whole stream, I promised you Wingman, I promised you hot airframe on airframe action. Yeah. And I would be remiss if I didn't give it to you. So, oh, well, hold on, before we can get started, we got EW rolling through the chat on a Saturday. Good to see you again, EW. Yeah. This time gifting a sub to Virgin. So Virgin, welcome back to the cult of bad tactical decisions, and thank you, EW, for the gift sub. Before Cody coming back, resubscribing for 17 months. 17 months for Cody88. What a boss lady in chat. Good to see you, Cody. As always, well, always like to drop in on Saturdays before they have to go to work, and I always say, you know, whether you're here for 5 minutes or 5 hours, I appreciate every single minute that you choose to spend here, so thank you, Cody, for coming to join us again for another Saturday stream. Hopefully the weekend is treating you well. But let me get the controller turned on here, chat, and we will get started. We will get started with Frontline-59. I have no idea what we're getting ourselves into. I don't know how this campaign works. Once again, this is a blind playthrough for me, so we are going to learn together. we are going to learn together what the Frontline-59 campaign is all about. Oh, I get, how about that? Frontline has its own splash screen, how about that? Oh, it also has its own menu music? Alright. Oh, well there you go. Outstanding, Cody. You love to hear it. Cody says, I don't have to leave for work tonight. You love to hear it. Always glad when folks that have to work the weekend don't have to work the weekend. I've said before, my heart always goes out for the folks that do have to work weekends. You guys make the world go round, so thank you for your sacrifice. But I'm always glad to hear when people don't have to work the weekend, because that's the time we should all be able to hang out and have a good time together. And Swank is cross, getting a gift sub from Troubleshooter once again. Troubleshooter out here on a roll with the gift subs today. Thank you, Troubleshooter, for the gifted sub. And Swank is cross. Welcome to the cult of bad tactical decisions. Always glad to have more converts. Of course, we have only one flavor of Kool-Aid, but it's Ecto Cooler. And you're welcome to it. We got 10 tons of it, so help you so. I missed Psymage. Did I? Oh, I see what you mean. You're telling Troubleshooter that, listen. I told you guys before, you don't have to do this. Stop it. Stop it. Alright, so there's no continue, that we can't do free flight or anything like that, so we're just gonna have to start. Let's do it. I mean, we did the campaign on normal. I guess I'll try doing the DLC on hard. Yeah? I'll try doing the DLC on hard. Or maybe not. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Nah, let's do it. Let's do it. It's only 6 missions. I'll do it on hard. And Cody88 says, bully the boss lady, can't forget the boss bullying with 1,500 Bezos bucks in the chat. Thank you for the Bezos bucks. Cody, you do not have to do that, but I appreciate it. And Troubleshooter, once again, prepare for ramming speed, gifting a sub to Psymage as well. Psymage, welcome back into the cult, as always. And Troubleshooter, thank you once again for yet another gifted sub. Again, you guys going crazy with the support. I've told you, you do not have to sub every single person that shows up in chat. Stop doing that shit. You're gonna give people the wrong idea. Anyway, chat. Let us start. Again, I'm gonna try this on hard. Hopefully I don't regret it. And again, let me know if the sound is good. So are the briefings not voiced in the DLC? Let's see. Pacific Federation Emergency Deployment Order effective immediately. Reservist deployment criteria has been met pursuant to Pacific Federation Defense Agreement. Crystal Kingdom assesses immediate confrontation threatening core Federation territory, and I don't get to read the rest of the briefing. I didn't realize that they're not voiced. I apologize, chat. I will remember that going forward. They said the thing, chat. They said the thing already. Roll credits. Oh, look at this. Chat, look at this. We start the game with an F-14, an F-16, and more importantly, we start in a hangar that actually has windows. We can see the planes. Chat, what is the world coming to? And listen.
Yeah?
I need you guys to calm your tits, alright? We got XCOM Delta gifting 5 subs to the community. Thank you, XCOM, for the massive generosity and the massive chicken. Before Dark Sarah coming in at tier 3, 17 months, 1-7. 17 months at tier 3. Holy shit. Give Dark Sarah and XCOM Delta as well some ectos in the chat for the tier 3 sub and for the gifted sub. Again, thank you guys. Thank you guys for the insane support. You do not have to do that. And I always say I don't deserve that kind of support, but you know I'm going to do my best to earn it. So thank you guys again. Thank you for the 17 months, Dark Sarah, and thank you, XCOM Delta, for the 5 gifted subs. But yeah, we've actually got lights so we can see the planes, chat, and we got some good planes right off the bat. Unfortunately, it appears that the two-seater mod does not carry over to the DLC, which is unfortunate. So in order for us to get this game's waifu, we're gonna have to be a little more particular about the planes that we fly. So, I mean, I guess that means it's time for some Tomcat chat. So let's see. It looks like we're gonna be over Bering Strait, so I assume that means we're gonna be in the mission of all time. And it says that we're doing all air targets, so this is gonna be a big-ass dogfight. So let's see. We got high-velocity standard missiles. Standard missiles packed with more fuel, faster, and reload rate is higher, but damage is half. So we would have to fire more missiles to actually take down a target with these. Then we got high impact, which is the opposite. Slower speed, but more damage, so maybe we could take them down with just one missile. We got the multi-locks, we got the semi-actives, and then we got the empty hardpoint. With that being said, it says that these missiles are multi-purpose. So maybe we could take these on like a ground attack mission because, like, for example, the tanks you have to hit multiple times, the bunkers you have to hit multiple times. So maybe taking these higher damage missiles would be good for those missions. The semi-actives are really good though, as I have discovered over the course of the campaign. The multi-locks are good too, but man, the semi-actives are super good. Then we got multi-locks and bombs. I mean, obviously, if that's all the options I'm gonna have, then we'll take the multi-locks. Because there's no point in bringing... I mean, I guess I could try to drop a bomb on a plane, but... that's gonna be pretty tough. And of course, we've only got access to flares, so we're gonna get into it, chat. Let's make it hot.
You're the only ones that showed up? We're the lowest on the chain for the reserves. No one on our level ever expects to be activated. Didn't you know there was a war going on? They thought Cascadia was losing. Well, the Federation certainly isn't winning if we're going out.
The radio said at home was just able to get through to Cascadia last week. Something went wrong with the Fed sensors over there.
The rest of Magadan's reserve divisions already deployed an hour ago. Amateurs. Your Division K9, correct? I swear there were more to our company. Should we wait for the rest? That doesn't matter now. K9A, your designated flight leader. Take off and proceed to the mission area. Shut up.
Oh shit, we're actually taxiing off the runway? This is a new one. Good on you, Project Wingman. I was not expecting to actually taxi. I am pleasantly surprised. We don't rear end the plane. Don't rear end the plane. Let's wait for this donkey to actually clear the runway so we can take off. Got a traffic jam on the tarmac, Chet. Alright, here we go. Alright, we are airborne. We are airborne, Chet. Oh god, what the fuck, man? I'm over here sightseeing.
Aircraft off the ground. This is airborne warning and control systems aircraft Vita. I've been sent by Federation Command to pick up any remaining reservists in Magadan. Sound off on your TAC names.
How many times we gotta get it through your cordium line skull? We're reservists. We don't get the typical pilot jockey treatment.
We're just K9 A through D, plus A's Wizzo. Nothing special. Can you amateurs make anything easy for me? Make something up. Fine. K9D. Brick. Where'd you get that from? Job. I'm a bricklayer outside of this. Guess that works. K9B. Rookie. Reporting in.
Oh no.
K9C. Cop.
Call me IT then. It's what those unappreciative assholes call me at work anyway.
Well, if that's the pattern, K9A, your driver. Division K9, push bearing 010.
I got a call sign, Chet.
Wading into support for a large aerial action over the Bering Strait.
And you think we're gonna make a difference?
I didn't get dragged all the way up from Oceania for my orders to be questioned. Carry them out.
Yeah, can't you tell he's from the land down under? Good lord.
Stand by. Needs to be needed.
Pretty damaged too.
What? I'm trying to raise high command, but nothing's getting through.
Hey, looky here, boys. Looks like we got some bad special for a beatdown.
Bottom of the barrel. That's a little insulting.
Head on. Driver, on you.
Alright.
Personnel IFF's crossing into Magadan airspace. K9, hold your ground. What a goddamn mess.
It is indeed a goddamn mess, because this is after I've already left. This is after Monarch is already gone. So what, they just send out all the worst planes and let the reservists get some airtime? Like, this, like I don't, these guys are all flying directly at me. Is this because it's on hard? Is that why? Alright, there we go. First kill. First kill is a Federation, chat. I don't know why I'm getting the tutorial messages. Like, if you're playing Frontline, I assume that you've already played through the campaign. Apparently, they don't think so. Oh, he hit me with the guns, chat. Them's fighting words. Them's fighting words. I like your spunk, IT. I like your spunk, lady.
You mean to tell me you're all combat ineffective?
There's another one, but here comes some more. Good. Feed me. Feed me, game.
Actual combat. I can't believe we're fighting.
Get your head out of the clouds. We went to the academy the same as any other pilot.
I ain't missing my son's chess match for this.
I mean, I'm just gonna fling some multi-locks out there and see if we get lucky.
We're taking losses. This Federation backup wants to give us some trouble, eh? We'll deal with you like we did the rest.
Wait on, look. Watch out.
I mean, you don't have to be an asshole about it. Let's be honest. It was Monarch that did all the fucking work. I should know. I was there.
Hey, Wax, you mind telling us what the hell is going on?
Remember, chat, what was it? It was like 60 something, 70 something planes that I shot down in this mission as Monarch, and these dudes are out here probably picked up one splash, and they're acting like they're hot shit. What are we doing? Sorry, chat, I was talking. I missed the instruction. Am I supposed to be doing something else, or are we still dogfighting? Because I like dogfighting. I will say there's almost an immediate change in hard mode. Like, they take more shots at you more regularly, which is kind of refreshing. Oh, I'm on you now. I'm on you now. You can take those shots when you're behind me, but it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different when I got you in my sights, you fucking donkey. That's another one down. How many more they got? What, 3? 3 more planes, chat. You think I can get them all before they score one on me? That's one. We got 2 more. We got 2 more. Alright, 1 more. Don't shoot them down, boys. Don't shoot them down. You're supposed to suck, so let me handle this. I got this. I got this. There we go. Oh, shit. Okay, never mind. They're giving me some more. Oh, they're bringing out the good planes now. They're bringing out the flankers.
K9, engage. Not less than an hour ago, I was taking bets on horse races. Yeah, an hour ago, I was on the shitter. Doesn't matter now, does it? Hey,
I mean, thanks for the visual, Cap. I appreciate it.
piloting stuff. Follow your lead.
Incoming Fed contacts. If I didn't know any better, these are the bench warmers. It's sure what's up, real.
Wait, was that fucking Adachi? That sounded like Adachi, Chad.
You know how much you're worth to me, Fed? About $300. Now light up and die.
Oh, they're overtaking me here. There's so much orange. I mean, not yet. The game is very orange, but it's not orange yet.
These mercs must not be the smartest bunch. We're dead without cover.
This is how you know it's hard mode, chat. When I'm getting more kills with guns than I am with missiles. Like, that's the sign of a hard mode. Ow.
Only one's combat capable of Magadan. Crystal Kingdom.
Alright, I took that one up the tailpipe and it was entirely my fault. That's what she said.
It's not supposed to be my problem they went all in on a dogfight. Warning, you're being tracked.
Wait, did I just get shot at with a railgun? I heard the railgun sound. Maybe that was just another sound, but I could swear I heard the railgun sound. Which, chat, as we've discussed, it's not a railgun. It's a magic plasma space laser. Apparently. Again, I like that attitude. I like that enthusiasm. I think we're gonna get along just fine. No offense to Prez, but she was kind of losing her shit like 99% of the time. SU-37s? Alright.
work so far. Allied forces are still rolling in, so keep up the coverage. And how about reinforcements? They're
God
still days
dang it.
away. You
Give
don't
me, there we go.
understand
That's the lock I
operation
want.
capacity has been ruined.
Oh, they really like me. They really like me, Chad. I seen you. Come back here.
So, Rookie, what are our odds here? I'm not a betting man. That's for other people. Rookie, you won't bet? I got a sick job, you know that? Someone's got to count the paper. Where? Watch it incoming! Enemy plane shut down.
Again, I feel like I'm getting more kills with guns than missiles.
We saw how the enemy fell apart over the strait. The Federation isn't invincible.
I don't know if I'm gonna get that one. I got that one. Outstanding. I let that one off the wing. I was not expecting it to hit, but it did. Man. These guys are very aggressive, and I like it. I mean, that's true. I am kind of like the primary and probably only threat right now. Oh, you're toast. You are toast. You are not, in fact, toast. So once again, I gotta get the kills with the guns. Chad, am I just gonna have to take gun pods in this DLC? Is that what's gonna happen? They should just call this Gun Run 59, because that's what this is.
If it's one thing the Federation's good for, it's keeping its military supply.
Oh, it's over. It's over. There we go.
You have the last group of stragglers coming across the line. Designate peacekeeping squadron. Crimson?
It wasn't supposed to be like this, damn it! I'm Winchester on everything and my engines are about to cook off! We need help!
Mercenary dogs! If I had the ammo, I'd
I mean, listen, Wasteland, you may be right, but
Get to the Cascadian peacekeepers.
I still won.
Get them
So
to
how about
safety.
that?
Run, poster boys. You'll die tired. This isn't for business. This is for Oceania. I don't like this. Incoming Federation fighters. Get these criminals off our back. We're putting you into the ground, peacekeepers. We won't let any mook get in our way. Thornrose gang, engage!
Thorn Rose Gang?
Shit.
Thorn Rose Gang?
What are we doing?
All systems are clean! We're fighting!
Good. Again, I like the enthusiasm. Are you really gonna pull those bullshit maneuvers in a Tomcat?
Tailcoats seem like dead reservists.
You are, in fact, gonna pull those bullshit maneuvers in a Tomcat. Alright. Good to know. Guns, 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 motherfucker. I have yet to meet one who's smart enough to dodge a bullet.
Remember your training. Don't get overrun. I'm too old for this crap. Keep your heads on a swivel. Don't lose track of the target. Just keep focused on them.
You got this, Bookie. You can do it. I believe in you. You too can be not quite as bad as everybody else. If you just believe. No? Nothing? Ah, stall warning? Alright. I didn't think it was possible for a Tomcat to stall. So, good to know. Good to know. I mean, you say that, but you're all getting shot down. Is it gonna be worth your time when you're going into the drink, my dude? There's another one. Let's see, we got 2 more. 2 more, I like them odds. I mean, this was a 6-on-1 fight, and I'm basically taking him out single-handedly. I also know this is the first mission of the DLC, but... just saying. This is my airspace, bitches. My airspace. They really do like that flip-around maneuver. We got one more. One more. Is this the boss? Is this the guy? Let's see how you like semi-active, butthole. In the words of Trinity, dodge this. I mean, it is. It's just I'm not gonna be the one that dies. Now, well, okay, I guess I will. I guess I don't have a choice. I'm gonna have to go for guns.
Something about the job twist fires. We all have to be a little twisted to be pilots. I guess that's why driver's such a natural.
Wait, what do they know about me that I don't know? If it takes you being twisted to be a pilot, like they say that like they know me. I mean, wait, is the right idea not to shoot everyone down? Because that's what I'm trying to do. I don't know what you guys are out here doing. Yeah, what the fuck was that just now? I mean, again, it's an anime game. So I'm not gonna fault them for pulling anime maneuvers, but it still kind of feels like bullshit sometimes. Like, where's my ability to pull a 90-degree turn in midair and somehow accelerate to like 500 knots instantly? I want to do that. Oof, okay. I don't know where the hell that one came from. I guess he took me in the head on. But I still win. Alright, one left, or are they gonna throw another wave at us? Ultra is semi-active, let's see. Yep, alright, there's the BS maneuver. I'm just gonna shorthand and call that the BS maneuver, because that's basically what it is. Yep, give me a second. I gotta actually reload the missile. Oh, well, okay. Good job, whoever B is. I forget who B is. Wow, he's an asshole even when he's talking about his own friends. Like, we just saved your fucking ass and you're gonna say we're dogs, alright? Yeah, their Cobra buttons are on non-stop.
How does striking Magadan help us liberate Cascadia? That's not the type of war we want to fight.
Think. For the first time in 100 years, the Federation itself can be attacked directly. We are not conquerors, but we can give the beast
Alright,
a
Simh,
bloodletting.
thanks for joining us as always. Hope the workday ends very quickly for you so that you can get back to enjoying your weekend.
Means pressure alleviated from Cascadia.
We'll consider it, General Faust.
K9, we need you to RTB immediately. It's all gone wrong. Was that all the survivors? There were only a dozen. We're lucky that there were even that many. The Cascadians have turned to those godless
Yeah, it's 2B,
mercenaries
Jet.
to fight their war.
So she's the
And
bad
they are
guy.
making a mistake that they can never come back from.
Shit. We're about to get caught up in this Cascadian business, aren't we?
I should have stayed home and ignored the call to report. Rather take a jail sentence than whatever the hell this is.
It is what it is. Hey, driver. Good stuff. Why aren't you regular Air Force?
K9 for the last time. RTB immediately. We need to get set for what's coming.
Jeez, Louise, all right. K9, let's head back.
Okay, I'll rephrase. I guess 2B is gonna be the antagonist in this
All right,
DLC.
we're back on the ground and there's barely any room to taxi. I've never seen this airport so busy.
It was the closest place we could reroute survivors. The next airbase over is full.
This isn't even an airport. It's just a seasonal runway. The only reason we have our combat aircraft here is to give the local mechanics jobs.
We'll get used to it. I don't like this any more than you do, but this, like you, are all we have to work with. I'm sure you know that reports from Cascadia haven't been entirely illuminating. But you've seen
Yeah,
with your
Brick
own
is
eyes
already
what's
the
going
team
on.
dad.
Because of that, you're now being called to serve. According to the statutes enshrined in the Federation Charter and the joint articles of defense as issued by the parties between the Magadan territories and the Pacific Federation, Magadan's reserve divisions are being mobilized and federalized.
When I joined the reserves, I agreed to help out with earthquakes, the occasional smuggler intercepts, and even those stupid parades down by the capital, but not this. I didn't sign up to get thrown into a meat grinder.
Then Prey today was the worst of it. Just a flare-up from overeager mercenaries with the confidence they've gotten with Cascadia's backing. Driver, I don't know about your leadership skills, but for now, this squadron organization works, especially after today. You saved lives and performed far better than even I would have anticipated. Right now, with K9, you will be perhaps the most frontline fighter squadron here in Magadan. The safety of the Federation is in your hands as we regroup. Get ready. We'll need you back in the air ASAP.
So, with them calling this mission bottom of the barrel, I don't know how many of you immediately, like, your brains went to Hearts of Iron, but that's where my brain went. Yeah, the other lady has got a very recognizable voice as well, but I can't place it either. I mean, I'm sure somebody can use the Google machine to find out who it is.